A man is still on the loose more than 6 weeks now after that sexual assault on a bike path, one that Madison's police chief called one of the most brutal attacks he'd ever seen. His department investigating it as an attempted murder.
Tonight we hear the response from another victim attacked near the same bike path, and a man who couldn't just watch it happen to another woman. Only News 3's Danica Lewis explains how they're empowering others to fight back against the violence.
The first thing about self-defense is not the physical part of self-defense. What I try to do is change your way of thinking. Change the way you do things every day.
Nope.
One move.
Not me.
And get away.
Maybe her or her.
Understanding your surroundings.
But that would never happen.
Owning your space.
To me.
They don't believe that they're going to ever be put in that situation.
Get this arm here.
At Legacy Martial Arts.
All I want you to do is rotate your shoulder.
Kenneth Bent wants to offer women what he can.
A sense of being in control. Then I want you to push down and yell as you're running away.
Free self-defense classes twice a week to be ready for what will never happen.
I'm surprised that our door isn't being knocked down right now. She's going to raise one hand, tuck underneath. The hardest part is convincing women that they can defend themselves. Good.
Bent started the free instruction last month after a brutal attack on a bike path made him want to fight back.
I just feel this is the right thing to do.
Perfect.
It's something that I think we all need.
You may have one shot.
With the help of Madison Lieutenant Mary Ann Flynn Stas, Bent and his band of black belts are proving something.
They're just as strong as any man.
With the right moves, awareness, and lots of practice.
I think it's something that in our very busy lives we think about when the issue comes to light, and then it goes away.
If there isn't an immediate solution, we're not willing to take the next step to dig a little bit deeper and look for the root cause of the problem.
When Jenie Gao heard a woman was beaten, raped, and left to die on the Capital City Trail,
it was a pretty jarring thing.
It brought her back to a Monday night in August on Patterson, on her way to a friend's house.
I had just passed the bike path when I heard somebody run up from very close behind me, and he grabbed the back of my blouse, came around in front of me, he had a knife.
Gao screamed, her assailant punched her in the stomach, and they both ran.
I just wanted to get away.
Police could never track down that man, a suspect who shares a startling resemblance to this sketch.
The fact that we can't handle it before it gets serious, the fact that we can't handle it after something really catastrophic does happen, it speaks to a bigger underlying problem. So my work is very allegorical in this.
An artist by trade, this is how Gao speaks to the world.
To get people to see things differently. The role of art is to challenge existing perspectives and to create new dialogues that lead to meaningful actions. It is a social medium, actually.
Usually one who works with woodcuts, Gao is designing an installation for the scene of her assault and others. A pair of light sculptures for the path to make a statement and provide some sense of safety.
To create something new, you have to take something away.
Good.
So maybe to create change, we need to take something away.
I still can't pick up because she's lifting here.
Take away the thought that, no, not me, never.
Go, very good.
That becomes, what then?
Good.
How do I? And yes,
very good.
We're ready.
This is something that you have to learn to react to. It's not a personal problem. It's a community problem. We as a community should all come together and do something.
Now, Bent will keep offering self-defense classes for women at no cost Tuesday and Thursday nights, at least until the suspect in that most recent case is caught. You can call Legacy Martial Arts or just drop in. Gao's light sculpture is set to be installed in the spring, and the location of that installation will depend on where might need a little extra lighting.
Wow, wonderful story. I loved it. All right, thank you, Danica.
Yeah, a lot of response there.
Yeah. All right, speaking of, oh, sorry.
That's all right.
We're just getting started here, right? On
Yeah.
News 3. We should say, you've got something else to say. Sorry.
I do, that's
Good news.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I didn't know if we were moving on. It's all good.
I thought we were moving on. Sorry, my apologies.
No, but there is some good news, too, on the lighting part of all of this. Madison's engineering department, the traffic engineering department, was already able to add some lighting to darker areas of the path. Something we talked to you about was in the works. They're still working to replace old lights with LED bulbs, hoping that brighter, more spread out light will make it safer for trail goers over there.
And I do use that trail a lot, so I know a lot of people are on there.
A lot of people do. It's very busy at all hours, so yeah, very important stuff.
Okay, thank you, Danica.
Sure.